Hey little artist, Birdie here, getting ready to paint the small canvas from the little Joy Box. And in this case, you'll notice that the canvas is completely blank, which means that you get to paint it however you want. Today, I'm going to give you a couple ideas on what you can paint, and then you can take it from there and paint whatever you want, whatever inspires you or whatever you think of when you think of winter. So, a couple ideas is, what do you think of winter? When you think of winter, do you think of sledding? You could paint a sled. Do you think of a snowman? You could paint a snowman. You could paint snowflakes. Snowflakes are fun. Do you think of ice fishing? You could paint some ice fishermen. Do you think of snowmobiling? Do you think of hot cocoa? Do you think of mittens and scarves and warm weather clothes and boots? There's so many different things. Maybe an igloo, maybe a penguin. Let's see, what else does winter bring? A fire to keep warm by, all sorts of different things. So I hope that helps give you a few ideas on what to paint. For mine, I'm going to paint a cup of hot cocoa. So to start with, I'm going to get my pencil out. In your starter kit, you should have a pencil. And for hot cocoa, a cup is just a couple simple shapes. So to start with, I'm going to create an oval, and that's going to be the top of my cup. So I'm going to just create an oval. And an oval is just a flattened circle. So I've got my oval there, and then I'm going to draw lines straight down. These are the sides of the cups. And then I'm going to create another oval at the bottom, but only half of it. You'll notice I didn't do the back half. So it's just half that oval to connect my sides. Okay, and then it's got to have a little loop on the side for the handle. So I'm going to create a half circle. And there's the loop. And then we want to put another smaller half circle inside of that. And now we have a handle. Okay, and then you might have some steam coming out, but we'll paint all that in. So there's my cup for my hot cocoa. And I'm going to grab my brush and I'm going to paint my hot cocoa cup blue. I'm going to grab my large flat brush and I'm going to start putting in blue all the way around where I drew. There we go. Now I'm going to put a little bit of blue on the back side of my cup, because what we're seeing here is the inside of the cup. And I'm going to add some brown in there for the hot chocolate, but I also want to show just a little bit of the blue because the hot chocolate isn't going all the way to the top. So we'll just put a little blue stripe back there. Okay, now we can do a quick wash. Switch, switch, tap, tap. Then we squeeze out the water. Okay, and then I'm going to switch to my smaller flat brush. And I want to show that there's hot cocoa in there. So I'm going to go to my brown and bring in some brown hot chocolate inside my cup. So who likes marshmallows in their hot chocolate? I think we need to add a few marshmallows. But we'll have to let this brown dry before we start that. Okay, it's looking good so far. So I'm going to take a little bit of this brown and make some steam. So for steam, I'm just going to do a swirly line. Maybe another one. And maybe one more. 3 swirly lines of steam. Okay. Okay, let's draw a design on our cup here. And how about we put a snowflake? So I'm going to grab my white. I'm using my medium brush, and I'm going to draw a line down. And then I'll draw one across. It's kind of like a big plus sign. And then I'll draw smaller cross lines. So this is like an X on top of the plus sign. Okay, and then we can add little dots on the end of each of our lines. And every snowflake is different, so you could really just do whatever you want here. Did you know that no 2 snowflakes that fall are ever the same? It's kind of like you and me. And everybody else, there's no 2 people the same. There we go. What do you think? Okay, so now we can draw some marshmallows in if you want. And I'm going to draw just some of those mini marshmallows. So I'm just going to use my brush and I'm going to press it down and drag it just a little bit, just to get a little white, little mini marshmallow in there. And we'll just put, let's see, one more maybe. And there we go. Now you could then put your hot cocoa on a tabletop. So we could use maybe the red to create a table. So if we go into the red, we can draw a line on one side of our hot cocoa. And then we come on the other side here. And there we go. So that is just one idea on how you can paint your smaller canvas in your kit. Now remember, you have a special stand for this canvas as well. Your stand looks like this. It came in your starter kit. And we're going to slide these together to create a stand that then you can then put this on a table or your desk or a dresser, and then your little canvas sits inside like that. So I hope you had fun painting this one, and I will visit with you again in the next tutorial. Bye!